want to talk about two phrases that society has deemed acceptable that are actually causing more harm than good in your relationship. Hi, everybody. My name is Mindy, for those of you who don't know me, and I work with guys to transform their love communication style in order to save their relationships. So if you are looking to repair or rebuild your relationship, definitely hit the subscribe button. This way you can be notified every week that I release a new video. But let's really dig into these two phrases because I'm sure you guys have heard them before, and as soon as I say them, you're going to say, oh yeah, I've heard that. Why is that so bad? So the first phrase I want to talk about was actually made famous, I believe, by Ralphie May, because I know I haven't heard it before that, but he dubbed the term happy wife, happy life. So I know you guys have all heard that one, I'm sure, right? Leave me a comment, let me know. Have you said this? Have you heard this? How do you feel about this comment? The next phrase I want to talk about that's very harmful to relationships is ask her, she's the boss, or I'll have to ask the boss, or I'll let the boss know. So these two phrases, the happy wife, happy life, and ask the boss, or I'll have to ask the boss, these are actually very demeaning to men. And I know you guys are watching this thinking, well, you're a woman, why are you saying that? But the reality is that I cannot stand the happy wife, happy life phrase. And the reason is because that really presumes that the only happiness that matters in the relationship is the woman's. And we've actually heard from friends of ours, guys have said that they're sitting there silently suffering. That's literally a phrase two separate men have said to my husband, and these men don't even know each other, and they're saying the exact same phrase. And the reason is because a guy will stay in a relationship and he will silently suffer to make the woman happy. But the thing is he can sit there and silently suffer all day, because if he's not happy, no matter how much he's quiet, he's really not going to turn around and make her happy. So the reason these two phrases are detrimental to a relationship is because you're creating a mindset where the guy is now to be seen but not heard, and that his opinion no longer matters. And when you start to do that, a woman actually starts to lose respect for you, because women don't sign up to be in relationships so they can be the boss. We really don't want that, contrary to what society is trying to push on us. Women really just want an equal voice, and we want a partner. And that's why if the woman's working a full-time job as well, why she's getting so frustrated if she's doing all the household responsibilities. She's frustrated if she's the only one who knows what the kid's schedule is, when they go to the dentist, when they go to the doctor, what sports they're in, what after school activities they're in. She's upset if she's the one who has to plan all the dinners with friends, the get-togethers with the family, the holidays, the vacations. She's upset about this because, yes, she wants an equal say and she wants to do these things. But as much as she wants to do these things, she would really love nothing more than for you to sit down with her and talk with her about it and plan and know exactly what it is that's going on. So when you start with this whole, oh, she's the boss, that mindset to you starts thinking, okay, well, I don't need to take responsibility for that share of work because I'm not the boss. I clock in, I clock out, I have my hours, I have my time, I do what I'm supposed to do in this time, and then I'm out because the boss is going to handle it from there. That's the boss's responsibility. So what's happening is we are creating these terms and these phrases that were meant to be jokes or meant to just be funny at one point, but it's really starting to stick in society where it's creating women who are the bosses of their household, where before, back in the day, it was the guy who was the boss of the household. But women never wanted to be boss. They didn't want to be in the boss situation any more than you do. What we want is we just wanted to be equal. We wanted to be able to have conversation with each other about things and both put in our 2 cents and then decide which route to take. And because society is changing and guys are no longer able to take that role the way they used to, because society is saying, hey, she's the boss, happy wife, happy life. You guys are hearing this so often that you're kind of taking a step back because you think you're doing the right thing by allowing her to have all of this control and all of this say. But what's really happening is she's just losing respect for you. So it's really important to realize that there is no boss in the relationship. And if you've heard this saying or you find yourself wanting to say this, shift your mindset on it and instead think, well, you take the lead on this. I know this is more important to you than it is to me. That's the phrase you should be saying. You take the lead on this, because in your household, you're both leaders. You are a team, you are partners, and it is totally okay for each of you to have certain responsibilities or duties that the other one is better at and that they handle and that it's their thing. Let's say, for an example, she's picking out curtain colors and she asks your opinion. Instead of saying, ask the boss, instead, turn to her and say, I know that matters more to you than it does to me. So pick out a couple and I'll let you know which 3 are my top favorite of the ones you picked out. Simple. Take ownership as well. Don't just tell her she's the boss. Don't tell other people she's the boss. And don't just let her have full control. Instead, shift your mindset, shift your love communication style to present yourself as an equal partner in the relationship. And just by saying something like, take the lead on this one, I know that matters more to you than it does me, that's shifting that mindset and that's helping her realize, hey, I have a partner here. I'm not the boss. Now let's talk about the happy wife, happy life. This one I really, really hate. And I made my own joke about it. Whenever I hear someone say happy wife, happy life, I literally will turn to them every single time and I say, happy Chubby, happy Hubby. Because the thing is it's not just a woman that should be pleased in the relationship. And what happens is guys are not being fulfilled. And they're turning around, they're trying to fulfill their wife, they're trying to fulfill their girlfriend. They don't really know what they're doing wrong. Their needs are not being fulfilled, and then they shut down. And then when they shut down, when you guys are shutting down, it makes it worse. And now you have the girl over here. She's like, well, happy wife, happy life, but she's still upset because there's probably something that you're actually still not communicating love to her in a way that she needs, which is still making you miserable. So the other thing about happy wife, happy life is it really presumes that the only person whose happiness matters is the woman's. And I have a problem with that. I know a lot of women want to make their guys happy. A lot of women go above and beyond and they really try. So what's happening is even if she wants your happiness as well, somewhere she is not being fulfilled. So when you guys start saying this happy wife, happy life phrase, you're really shifting your mindset to create one where it doesn't matter if you're happy. You're supposed to sit here silently suffering while she gets to do whatever she wants. Happy wife, happy life, and she's the boss. And the reality is you will never be happy if you don't put your foot down and regain your man card by saying, no, my happiness is important too. If you want to say happy wife, happy life, that's fine. But also add happy Chubby, happy Hubby. Because the thing is both people in the relationship need to be fulfilled in however it is that they need to be fulfilled. And so that's why I really don't like these two phrases, because it's creating this mindset in men that their happiness doesn't matter. It's okay if they have no opinion and no self-respect while the woman sits here and is in charge of everything. And I know you guys are not happy with that. I know a lot of you guys are doing what our friends are doing, which is sitting here and silently suffering because you feel that there's no way out. You feel like no matter what you do, you can't make her happy and you're at a loss. So first thing to do, shift your mindset. If you're going to say happy wife, happy life, then add happy Chubby, happy Hubby. Add that to it. Add that to your vocabulary so you realize, and so whoever is saying that to you, they realize, hey, relationships are two people. It's not all about the woman. It's not all about pleasing the woman. You guys have needs too, and your guys' needs need to be met as well. And so the way to do that is to shift your love communication style. So no more happy wife, happy life unless it's followed with happy hubby, happy Chubby. Okay? And the second thing, no more saying, she's the boss, ask the boss. Instead, shift those words to, honey, I'll let you take leadership on that. I know that's more important to you. Because when you start to do that, in both these cases, you're also shifting your girl's perspective to realize, oh, wow, he's right. It's not all about me. He needs to be happy as well. Because women do want to make their guys happy. Deep down, we know that the happier we make you, the happier you're going to make us. Like I've said in other videos, it does come full circle, but somebody has to put their foot down and somebody has to start. And a lot of times a woman will follow the man's lead. And that's why my videos are really aimed towards guys, because my husband put his foot down on me and I did not like it. I'm not going to sit here and say women are going to like it at first. We don't. We're like, what the heck? But I'll tell you, my dad said something to me a very long time ago. He told me back, I think I was 19, he said, you will not love a man long term unless he challenges you. Because if he's a pushover and you can walk all over him, that is going to become very unattractive to you. And those words stuck with me. And at the time, I was kind of dating a pushover. And I didn't think that my dad was right because I'm in love and, all that stupid crap when you're 19. But the thing is, as I got older, now I'm 45 and I remember that. And he's 100% correct, because the thing I love about my husband is he challenges me. If anybody ever said happy wife, happy life, he's like, it's not just about her. And he's right. And there's nothing wrong with that. What happened in society that all of a sudden a man's happiness turns into something that is like, oh no, the guy can't be happy. F that, right? So it's really true. What my dad said to me at 19, it applies to all you guys watching this. Every single woman wants a man who challenges her in some way or another. Now, that doesn't mean put your foot down every single thing and always tell us no and be an asshole to us. That's not what that means. But it means challenge us. It means give us something to think about. If we're sitting here saying, oh, we're taking the kids to the appointment on Tuesday, turn to her and say, hey, I'm free on Thursday. Do you want me to take that off your plate and I can take them? That's you showing her she's not the boss, because you make decisions too. And that's just an example, but that's what I'm trying to say is in every aspect of life, stop allowing her to make the decisions. Stop thinking happy wife, happy life, and stop thinking she's the boss. You're both partners in your relationship. Both your happiness matters, and it's essential to understand this, to remember this, to have self-respect for yourself, to know your worth, know your value, and know that when you know your worth and you know your value, the woman is going to realize what she has, and it's going to make her want to also fight to be a better person for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, again, hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out, and it shows my videos to more people. And also hit the like button. As always, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay in love.